Why I am so late in my life? Why I am not earning so much money? Why don't I have a happy life? When will I get success? Overthinking. In this video, we are going to talk about different stages of overthinking and how overthinking can stop us from taking any productive actions. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you through a story where you will understand the different stages of overthinking. There was a guy, he was 28 years old. His name was Aman. He was working in a company from last 5 years. And from past 3 years, he was waiting for his promotion. On the day of promotion, he received the news that he did not get promoted. He was completely heartbroken. During this time, his girlfriend also broke up with him. Now, when he received the news that he did not get promoted, from that day, he could not get a proper sleep. Every time, whenever he just keep down his phone, he will begin to think that why didn't I get promoted? What is it that I'm doing wrong? Why my girlfriend left me? During this whole time, he kept thinking about what is not happening. But the interesting fact is that there were questions without any answers. Let's understand reality versus imagination. Reality is Aman did not get promoted, his girlfriend broke up with him. Imagination is he kept thinking, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not smart enough, so I didn't get promotion, maybe she found somebody else. This is imagination. Over 2000 years ago, there was a philosopher called Seneca. He wrote, we suffer more often in our imagination than in reality. According to neuroscience, our mind is constantly trying to predict. But after any kind of emotional event, our mind begins to predict negative outcomes. Instead of imagining solutions, we begin to imagine the worst case scenarios. So understand this. Prediction without any evidence becomes imagination. But still, it does not answer the fact that why do we keep overthinking? Let's understand this through another example. Suppose there are two employees. One employee has been told that right now our department is shutting down. We are moving you to a different department and we will let you know when the department reopens. And at the same time, the different employee has been told that we no longer need your services because our department has been closed. Now, who do you think is most likely to overthink? The person who has been told that we do not need your services any longer. So the other person who knows that the department is going to reopen later, he knows for sure and he doesn't think about it at all. But the other person does not know that what next is going to happen in his future. Uncertainty. Because uncertainty is uncomfortable. It's the uncertainty about career, money, health, makes us overthink. So, in Aman's case, it's not only that he did not get promotion. It's not that his girlfriend broke up with him. It's about he doesn't know what is going to happen next. He gets stuck in a thinking loop where he thinks, will I ever get success? Will I ever find love again? But here's the interesting part. When our mind, our brain does not get answers, it begins to search. In Aman's life, now what he is doing, every morning when he wakes up, he is finding or trying to find ways how to become more successful, how to become a successful CEO, or how to start my own business. Or according to many researchers, Trying to find an answer feels more satisfying than uncertainty. It feels productive. It gives you a dopamine rise, and it gives us a feeling of satisfaction that we are doing something. Let's get back to the Aman's story. Even after he tried to find answers, even after he felt a little bit satisfied, in his mind, he did not get a complete answer. Now he begins to replay all the memories in his mind. Now he starts to think, maybe I should have stayed late. Maybe I should have spoken more in my meetings. Maybe I should have worked harder. Now notice something. He's replaying questions. He's replaying his memories. He's trying to find answers. He's looking at things from different angle, but he does not have any answer. This process is called rumination, where we try to find answers from different angles. First, he was trying to search his questions. Now he is trying to think that maybe I should have done this thing differently. He's looking at things from different angle. According to Susan Nolan, in her response style theory, she described rumination as repeatedly thinking about cause, consequences, meaning of negative events without even trying or without actually solving it. So you're thinking about all these things, but there's no solution. As if you're watching the same movie every night, hoping that ending would change. So from Aman's perspective, he is thinking that if I know that what went wrong, next time I will not make this mistake. Without even realizing, he began to think that if I think long enough about a problem, then maybe I will find an perfect answer. So our brain mistakes thinking for problem solving because it feels productive. But it's only moving in circles. Without even realizing it, we slowly begin to see reality in a different way. Imagine you're wearing glasses with scratched lenses. One of the founder of cognitive therapy, Aaron Beck, he found when people become trapped into negative thinking, they often fall into predictable thinking errors called cognitive distortion. Let's go back to Aman's story. So now what happens? He didn't get promotion. So instead of thinking that maybe this time I am not selected, he starts to think, I will never get success. The world has not changed, but the way you see it is now changed. It looks crashed. This is turning one setback into a lifelong disaster. Now, what happens? He is into his office, he is going somewhere, and he sees two people talking and laughing. Automatically, his brain starts to think that maybe they are talking about me. So, you see that the reality is not changing, but the thoughts in his mind kept changing. Now, this is where overthinking quietly changes your behavior. At first, Aman was doubting the situation. Now, he begins to doubt himself. He begins to think that maybe everyone else is smarter than me, everyone else is better than me, and I'm not good enough. Now, notice something. In the beginning, the self doubt was not there. It is created by weeks of unanswered questions, imagined stories, and distorted thinking. what happens is he wants to apply for promotion, but before applying, he's hesitating because he thinks of himself that I'm not good enough. I might not get the promotion this time as well. Even in his personal life, he wants to talk to other people, but then he has a fear that I might get rejected. So before taking any decision, now he has different imagined outcomes. The more possibility he considers, it gets harder for him to act on it. This is called analysis paralysis. When people become overwhelmed by uncertainty or having too many possible outcomes, the decision to act gets delayed. So many people avoid taking decisions altogether. So understand this. Now, when Aman is hesitant towards taking a decision, his probability of failure becomes stronger. Irony. It's not because he lacks ability, but because overthinking has stopped him from taking any decision. When we understand that how thinking can lead to rumination, self-doubt, analysis paralysis, how do we break this cycle? Goal is not to stop thinking. The goal is how to think differently. Because thinking is one of the greatest assets of mankind. So answer to the question that how do we break this cycle is reflection. There is a very thin line between reflection and rumination. Reflection is what I can learn from this. Rumination is why did this happen to me? Through reflection, you move towards action. Through rumination, you are trapped in your past. So let's go back to our story. Aman may never know that why he did not get promoted. He may never know that why his girlfriend left him. Those questions may never have a satisfying answer. But he can ask different questions. What skills I can learn? How do I become a better partner? What can I control today? These kind of questions creates movement. And that is the biggest lesson about overthinking. Your mind is not trying to make you miserable. It is trying to protect you. It wants closure. It wants certainty. It wants control. But life cannot always guarantee all of these things. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is accept that not every question has an answer. Once you understand that you are in a loop of overthinking, then you will know how to get out of it. If you liked this episode, please subscribe, share this video with someone who is an overthinker and needs to hear it. Thank you so much for watching Oddly Humans. I'll see you in the next video.